Get rid of one comic book movie director. I don't even gotta explain why I'm getting rid of Snyder. I really don't. But let's, for video purposes, let's explain why I'm getting rid of Snyder. Well, besides the fact that no matter what his fans and his worshipers will tell you about his films, he did not have as much of an impact on comic book movies as these three directors right here. The one thing that Zack will be known for is making, for some reason, wanting to make a controversial DC universe that caused Batman and Superman to have a less critically acclaimed movie than Ant-Man and Aquaman. Really let that sink in, because Snyder fans always want to deny that, but they don't. Like, Aquaman and Ant-Man had a better received movie than Batman and Superman together. This is the world we live in now. Let's move on. Sam Raimi, I don't even gotta explain Sam Raimi. Sam Raimi was responsible for the kill shot that redefined the comic book movie genre as we know it today. You have to remember, during like the 2000s, it was a rough time for comic book movies. It was a really dark time. Batman done flopped. Superman Quest for Peace happened, and that put Superman on hiatus. There was really nothing until Blade. Blade was shot number one, where it had people like, whoa, ooh, let's really pay attention to what these movies are doing. Next shot, X-Men, an ensemble film with, at the time, great special effects, really turning Hugh Jackman into the icon that he is today, showing people that comic book films are here to stay. They were like, whoa, X-Men? Okay then, let's go. In the kill shot, the one that solidified everything, where there was no doubt in anyone's mind, was Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. That is the only time that I saw a standing ovation for a teaser. Y'all be seeing Spider-Man when it comes to Blu-ray, streams, or when they re-released it in theaters. I was there. I remember being a kid when the first teaser of Spider-Man came out. And when I tell you that changed the freaking game. You know how many people I saw? Random kids and adults. And you wanna know the kicker? I was living in New York at the time. Early 2000s New York was different when this movie was coming out. I'm just gonna tell you right now. And then Spider-Man 2 after that? Please. Spider-Man 2 for the longest time was deemed a #1 comic book film until The Dark Knight came out. Russo Brothers is the reason y'all respect Cap and glaze Captain America the way y'all do now. And let's look at the bangers they got in the catalog. Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame. All generational defining movies. I remember how y'all treated Captain America. Y'all had him in the same bracket as a Hawkeye and a Black Widow, talking about how he wasn't useful in the Avengers. I remember that before Winter Soldier came out. And then when Winter Soldier came out and shut y'all up, y'all started glazing, bro. Civil War even made it worse. And while we on the topic of characters that the Russos touch, every time the Russos touch a character, they make them look cool. War Machine looked mid to trash in the rest of his movies, but when the Russos got their hands on him, he looked cool. Tom Holland's Spider-Man, it seems that everybody argues how he should be portrayed in his own movies that are made by John Watts, but one thing everybody agreed on, he was peak in Civil War. He was dope in freaking Infinity War and Endgame. Every time the Russos had their hands on Tom Holland's Spider-Man, he was fire, which kind of confuses me on why they didn't let them do his trilogy. I mean, yeah, they were busy with other films, but still, I really wish the Russos would do at least one trilogy with Tom Holland. Bro, the reason why y'all look at Hawkeye like a beast now, the reason why y'all look at Black Widow like a beast now, it ain't because of any of the Avengers movies that came before the Russos. The Russos made them look cool. And now James Gunn. There's a reason. People be saying James Gunn gets overly glazed these days. There's a reason James Gunn gets glazed. Because he deserves to. You can look in this man's catalog and you can't find me one bad movie. And if you have one that you don't like and tell a person why, I bet you it's going to be nothing but nitpicks that don't even matter. The Guardians trilogy is all I really need to say. And the funny part is, yeah, y'all can be like, oh, yeah, it's just the Guardians trilogy. No, it's not just the Guardians trilogy, bro. The Guardians were an unknown team that he made household names. That's one. Two, the way he has incorporated humor and drama and balanced the tones to perfection to where you can laugh your behind off, but also be like, feel the emotional weight to where you're bawling your eyes out so organically. Marvel's been trying to copy that since Guardians 1 came out, which is why every single film that Marvel dropped post Guardians tries to copy his brand of humor, and we call it cringe because it's not James Gunn doing it. He's the one that created Marvel humor, but because he's the originator, the other people are just execs trying to copy his sauce, and they can't do it.